doing? My name is Rigo Munoz. Thank you for having us.
So you started with a taco truck?
That's correct, yeah. I started in a very controversial, a bunch of different decisions that came about to get us where we are today. Yeah, it started with the partner, basically in front of our market location.
Okay.
I had a little 8 weeks there. It was pretty difficult in the beginning, right? It was,
Right.
First weekend, it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We used to hold a job at running production at a body shop and did the body shop thing all week. And then on the weekends, did the tacos.
Wow.
On top of that, we do some missionary work down in Tijuana, feed some homeless people and stuff like that.
Right.
Our very first week, we got like $400 worth of sales for 3 days. Well, it was a lot of work for $400, right? And then, but the very next week after that, we did $800. And the next week after that, third week, we did $1,600.
The name is getting out there.
So thankfully, thank the heavens, yeah.
That's great.
We were duplicating our sales every week after week after week. By the fifth week, we were doing like $4,300 in sales in 3 days. Muchos tacos. Long lines all the way to the sidewalk.
And the location had to be key too, no?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we were right on the street. We were setting up right there outside, and my wife was doing the tortillas and salsas. Yours truly was serving the tacos, and my 13-year-old kid was doing cash register.
Wow. Nice. You're the whole family.
We're a family business. Yeah.
That's great. So let me ask you, what made you, you're working your regular job, what made you say to yourself, I got to start this other business?
You know what? Thankfully, throughout life, I've always been kind of an entrepreneur.
Right.
Since I was 9 years old. I remember we used to live in El Centro, California, and Pearl Valley. I used to go buy a case of tomatoes for $5.
Right.
Make 10 little bags out of them, and go door to door, knock on ladies' doors, and tengo tomates por $1.
Yeah.
So I would I'd double my money. All right?
That's great.
Kids at school, you say, el tomatero.
Yeah.
A little candy truck would come around, and they would have maybe a dime, 15, or a quarter to spend.
Right.
Well, I had a lot of cash with me, man. I was like, oh, I want that and that and that and that and that and that.
Friends are looking around like, hey,
What's up? Something like that. Yeah.
When you were working and when you started this venture, what was your age?
I think it was 5 years ago, so I was about 46.
Okay.
46, yeah. Well, honestly, I have 5 boys, and I thought to myself, you know what? I'm this age, and I don't have anything to leave my kids other than, just a bunch of seeds in their hearts of good morals and politeness and good manners. And I needed to set something up for them, right? And I said, I can't give them my job title, or they're not going to be hired in this huge corporation.
Yeah.
Right.
My missionary work, well, if they want to do that, it's fine. But other than that, I got to do something for the family.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Legacy,
right. And we just, I had an opportunity of partnering up with someone, and I went after that, and that's how it came about.
Wow, that's great. So they must have seen your vision and said, hey man, you want to partner up with us and grow, so that when you did see that first opportunity, what did you bring your ideas to the table?
So all I got from, if you will, from the person that we started, because we were only in business with the guy for 8 weeks.
Okay.
And what happened was that he's provided the location,
Right.
and the deal was buy everything from the market, set up right here outside the little restaurant that we got going on, and help the market buy your sales.
Right.
And at the end of the day, pay the people. Or at that time, we were thinking obviously of growing, so we knew that we were going to have other taqueros, other tortilleras, other people working for us. So we would pay everybody off and pay the market, and whatever was left, we'd split it.
Wow. Yeah.
And so homie was over there making, a double dip right there with his market and with the sales outside.
Yeah.
So we were growing pretty fast. We were growing pretty fast.
Right.
He got a little greedy there, and we had to break it off.
Well, that's what it is.
Yeah, and it was tough, of course. It was one of those moments, just as Anthony and I have been, Mr. Tony Lit over here. we've shared like a bunch of stories, and he showed up like very. I think I was in business probably less than a year. We've been in business for over 5 years now, and he was one of our first customers.
Right.
Probably one of our most loyal customers, if you will.
Right.
Showed up with him and his wife and his family, and he ordered me some 3 tacos with only salsa.
Right. Only salsa. Right.
Only salsa.
Only salsa.
3 tacos de adobada, pura salsa. Qué tristes tacos esos. Y la cebolla, el cilantro, el aguacate. You know,
That
served
wasn't me.
Right.
No.
Order for the family. Huh?
And the
It
wife,
just goes to show the flavor. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
if you can go into a place and order a taco
With just salsa on it?
salsa,
Yeah.
I mean, what does that say about that taco? You know
He's
what
like,
I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm trying to throw everything on there, right?
I think it's like a good steak. If you can order a good steak, you don't have to put A1 or anything on it. And the
Yeah.
steak is good as it is.
Exactly.
You got something
Speaks for
for it.
itself.
Because people don't know what's behind all of that, you know. And I've seen it firsthand, the way Rigo has started, and
Right.
the way he's just grown from that food truck to where he's at now is just like amazing.
Right
But I
on.
know the work that takes behind that too, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why, like I said, man, we need to bring Rigo on this show. He's got a story,
That's good.
and he's got an adventure. You know, it's growing,
Exactly.
and it's
And you know,
great.
it's inspiration for other people, you know what I'm saying, who are, you know what I'm saying, thinking about that aspect as well and not knowing how to start or what to do or how to go about doing things, you know what I mean? So it brings it life for many people.
definitely, yeah.
There's like a taco shop on every corner, but you know what I'm saying? What sets you apart from all the other taco shops is it's going to keep you open.
Yeah.
Because
There's 6 different taco places on the strip,
Yeah.
but we're not a taco place. Well, I think
You
we're the
sell
most
tacos?
we're the most authentic taco place.
Yeah, right.
The rest of them are taco shops. You know,
Yeah.
they specialize in their combo plates and enchiladas, chimichangas. We're a straight out Tijuana taqueria on this side of the border, papa. Yeah, tortilla hecha a mano, cebolla, cilantro, salsa y aguacate.
That's it.
Punto.
That's inside.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Exacto.
well, that's what it's got to be, you know, because I mean, if not, you'll be here a year and you'll be gone in a year.
Yeah.
If you're not
Trying to compete
authentic,
with
you know what I'm
everybody
saying?
Yeah.
else. You know what I mean?
We
And
started
you know, that's the
bringing.
first thing that people say when they come into this place. There's been so many different taco places here, and none of them ever work out, but this one is different.
Yeah.
This one has flavor.
You need something to stick out, man.
This one's
That's-
authentic.
And that's what attracts people. First of all, it's the smell. They want to smell it cooking.
Yeah.
Especially as the wind's going that way on the shops over there. And then when they taste it.
We have the convenience of the drive-through as well.
Yeah.
So that's
Man, it smells
a big
good.
plus.
Like
Well,
you come in here, we smell food. Like,
That's the
last time
flavor.
we ate, I had some tacos. He had a torta, and it was amazing.
yeah,
Great, man.
yeah.
That's how I judge my Mexican food or taco shops. You know, if you go in there and the rolled tacos are good, that's all you need to know. You know, everything else is going to be good. You know, simplest thing, if you make it right, it's going to take you a long way. If it doesn't, then you're
But
not.
full disclosure, we don't serve any rolled tacos, man. We've gone through so many of those over the years.
Explain that. What's the
So a queca is an oversized quesadilla, basically. It's made on a fresh pressed corn tortilla. We cook it in the back. We make it out of fresh masa. Put cheese on it.
Yeah.
We cook our carne asada on real charcoal. Adobada on the spit. Tripa to die for. Cabeza riquísima. Right? You can order it with fish, shrimp. Our spicy shrimp is like no other. And if I can just say, you know, there's four different items on our menu that we can go toe to toe with I don't know, some of the best in the world, if you will. Right? Which is our queca carne asada con todo. Queca asada con todo. Our adobada al pastor torta. That is, you want to bite your fingers off. Right? Our spicy shrimp quesadilla, which is delicious. That's served with cabbage, pico de gallo, and some nice, delicious secret sauces that we have back in our kitchen. Right? That's a secret right there, right? You know, my wife has been making our salsas and our secret sauces forever. That's great. Yeah, she's always. We also have a flower shop, so she's juggling. She's just juggling act from over here and over there, and we go to different stuff.
So you got both entrepreneurs and together with it, right?
Yeah,
That's
just
great.
running with it, man. Just running with it.
And that shows growth. You guys have both the drive and the skill set.
Pues las ganas, viejo, las ganas de atorarle. And here in San Diego, it's tough. If you can make it in business in San Diego, man, you can make it anywhere in the world.
Especially
Definitely so.
competition with the amount of shops, either Mexican food, Mexican restaurants, or taco shops. I mean, there's There's a plethora. There's a whole, we're saturated here in San Diego.
Exactly. It's the taco shop capital of the world, I've heard.
Yeah,
It is.
Right?
I believe it.
So you have to stand yourself out somehow, some way.
Exactly.
With the whole thing with the food trucks now, you know what I'm saying? It's not just the shops or the restaurants. You got to put up with the trucks because they're everywhere.
And the way that I started with the food truck is that, well, first and foremost, we started pretty much, on that corner with that partner and with a little 36-inch flat top where we used to make the tortillas and a tiny little charcoal grill donde asábamos la carne.
Made do.
Así nomás empezamos, gallo. That's the way we started. So 8 weeks into the situation, I was overcharged, a great amount of money. I said, you know what, I'm done. I'm done with you guys.
Right.
I can't, I can't be a partner where you're running over our previous deal just because you feel like it. So I'm out. Had a conversation with the guy. Didn't go well, of course, right? So after that conversation, 24 hours after that, I was able to secure a rent of a food truck.
Nice.
Right, a 1977 Chevy food truck. Right. Oh yeah, but it had a permit from San Diego County and had a big griddle where we used to do the tortillas, and the refrigerator kept temperature. So that's all I needed. That's all I needed right there. You're hot, you're cold, and it'd be mobile. So paid, I think it was like $1,150 for rent at that time for that truck, and had to get a commissary, did all that. I started with, I think it was like $3,400, our business. And just went after it, man.
Wow.
I didn't have much of a choice.
Right. And then you, like you said, want to leave a legacy for your family. I mean, it's like, hey, we're done right now. We gotta
That's motivation enough. I mean, that's got to be.
Exactly.
So at that time, I didn't know what to do. Where am I going to take this food truck? I have to stay local because I already have a following, right? There's people that come and see us on a week to week basis. There's people that would come every single day to have our tacos Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Constantly, families, full families. So we were pretty thankful of that. And by the grace of God, at the 11th hour, as Anthony over here can testify that every single miracle comes at the 11th hour for us, Chula Tacos. I was able to meet somebody at the flower shop across the street and rent the house next door.
Oh, wow.
So this is a commercial residential area, and we got the truck, we got the house next door, and we were able to set up. It was brand new, remodeled. The house, rented the house, and then amazing story. Mr. George Siddell, attorney at law here in San Diego. We met him one day on Labor Day 2018, and he tossed me the keys to his house. Didn't ask me for a security deposit, no background check, no first month's rent, no nothing, man. Just tossed me the keys. Told him our story. And he just turned around, looked me from the bottom to the top, just me barrió, como decíamos en español. Me aventó las llaves de su casa. Y un año después me aventó las llaves de la florería. One year later. Full trust. Never signed a contract with the guy. I've been his tenant for over 5 years already. And that's how we started right there on 43rd Street. That's how it started with the 1977 truck. The wife and I and 2 more people in our team. My mother-in-law was also around sometimes. My mom was also around sometimes, helping us out. Full family operation going. It started growing and growing.
Word of mouth?
Yeah, well, people, you know what?
Social media, word of mouth.
A little bit of social media, right? But at the first times, a lot of word of mouth. People, even to this day, la gente llega aquí y dice, oiga, que aquí muy buenos los tacos y que no sé qué, que bien recomendados. I'll always answer the same thing. Le digo, oiga, jefe, pero si usted sabe que la gente es re mentirosa, hombre, ¿qué les hace caso a usted, hombre? So, thankfully, our carne asada is delicious. Adobada is delicious.
Oh, man, I thought I had, man, with mouth-watering.
Gracias. We're not the fastest, I'll be honest with you, but, good food takes its time.
But you never claim to be a fast food
I want
place
to throw
either.
something in there, too, because Rigo's took me to a tour of the kitchen. There's not one can back there.
Fresh food.
Everything is from
fresh.
scratch.
That's a big difference, man. You can taste it.
Oh yeah,
That
You can
makes
taste
a big-
authenticity.
the freshness of it.
People keep coming back for that reason.
You know what I mean?
If it's
Yeah.
good,
And
if
that's-
it's fresh, you're gonna come back.
Yeah, you want to title yourself with that as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, you want to have, a bunch of canned stuff that you want to
Yeah.
kind of, put your
I
name
mean,
in.
anywhere you go, you're like,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can this, can that,
Yeah.
But yeah,
And when he told me, I almost like,
That's the best of it.
yeah, right,
Right.
Until he said, let's go, I'll show you,
But yeah,
fresh, man.
I mean, right now, if we
Nothing
had the
there.
smell-o-vision, man.
Yeah.
I wish you guys could smell it. Or smell it. You know what I mean? 'Cause right now, I'm getting hungry as we're doing this podcast,
Yeah,
for real. You know what I mean? So
absolutely.
get guys on the way after we do this, for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, so you, growing from 43rd, I mean, what set you up to say, hey, well, you know what, let's get our first location?
So what happened is that after we had the flower shop and the food truck there for quite some time, we started looking for a food truck to purchase because they had asked me for the food truck to the first food truck. Hey, we want to get it back. So I found a food truck, and another miracle. Somebody, this one lady, her name is Vivian, and she on a handshake basically fronted me a $55,000 food truck.
Wow.
Amazingly,
Right.
never met her, from Adam. Never had met her before, and she said, "Yeah, go ahead, take it." 43rd Street and Market,
Yes.
and the house next door to it was where we live. That was a purchase investment property for Mr. Siddell. So there was this one time when it went into escrow. Right, it went into escrow, and I got a call and said, "Well, you need to find somebody or somewhere to move your operation because the flower shop's not going to be here and the trucks aren't going to be here and all." So we secured a location on 47th and Federal. This is August 2021. We ventured out basically, and a good landlord, a fair business person.
Right.
His name was Adel Somo. He pretty much confided in us his $1.7 million building, brand new, 47th and Federal, with $11,000 cash. And he said, "Go ahead, man." So at that point in time, we're at the tail end of the pandemic. Everything's backed up. So the city took 19 months to give me a permit, man.
Yeah.
Setbacks.
Yeah, you're right.
So crazy setbacks. I rented that location. Obviously we didn't have, we were sole proprietors, my wife and I at the time, and we were going after it, and already had that location for some time. Started working on the building, started getting the plans done, engineers, all this type of the amount of investment was mounting up, slow sales, stuff like that. So there was this another partner that came into the story, and he pretty much instead of him interviewing me, I interviewed him. You want to be part of my company? Well, I need to know this and this and this and this and this about you. Are you a family man? Are you this or that? Where'd your money come from? All those type of questions. Well, he answered them correctly, and he came into our operation. Things started going good. So that's how we secured our very first location, right? It's not open just yet. We're still working on it. I'm hoping we're trying to secure some funding for it at this point in time, because again, we're left on our own.
Right.
We unfortunately we had our partner abruptly and suddenly, with no prior notification, just up and left.
Oh wow.
So Anthony knows a little bit about the story here, because as a good friend of mine and a good customer of ours, and awesome moral help, and his counseling right here, sometimes it's just as you're saying, what does it take to be an entrepreneur? How does that happen?
Man, there's a lot of stuff that goes behind it. People don't realize that.
You have to have really thick skin
You really do.
and a lot of guts, man,
You gotta go for it.
because it's not a cakewalk out here. We really enjoy serving delicious food, man.
That's what it's all about.
I like people popping food into their mouth and just opening their eyes like, oh man, this is so good.
That's the payment. It's really
yeah.
good for you, right? Because you're like, all this stuff that we put in trade, man. I mean, you came from such a long way going. I mean, and then you did it during the times of the pandemic, which a lot of people went down in the business and didn't get a chance to stay.
Ate it, man. A lot of people went out of business.
Yeah, that's what
30,
I'm
40,
saying.
60 years, 100-year-old companies that just left, bailed.
Never made it back.
Gone.
Never made it
It's
back.
unfortunate, but I mean, what I'm saying, you stood and now you're going with good time, and that's the greatest reward that you could possibly, find yourself into with all the time and effort that you put into it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
So-
because it's been quite a lot of effort. I'll tell you that much.
It's a roller coaster ride, right?
It's been-
You can see the effort. The effort's
yeah, it's
here.
a
You
great
can see, you
location,
got the,
man. Great
you got your
location.
location. You got things
Yeah.
going on. And I know you're not where you're at, where you want to be at yet.
I don't think we ever want to be. We
Yeah,
just want
well,
to keep going. And
yeah,
going,
exactly.
right?
We just
Yeah.
and I just have to thank my team. You know, my family first and foremost.
Yeah.
Well, first and foremost, the Almighty God, Creator of heaven and the earth, right? That has gotten us here. That has opened miraculous doors and blessings and found favor with people that I've never even known before, and then
Put you in a
just
position.
basically, just giving me breaks, man. Just unbelievable breaks.
Right.
I mean, 4 locations, a bunch of people, but I'm not that smart, man.
Right. Just hard work and perseverance, and then knowing that you're
Consistency.
Perseverance, man.
You know what I mean?
Consistency.
Right? Food, man, it really takes passion.
Oh, yeah.
It takes, you have to be
that.
You
passionate
gotta want
about
to do it. You gotta want to do it.
hours,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Because
Learn your craft.
Because it comes out, but it comes out in the food. It comes
Oh,
out in
yeah.
your flavor,
You got
how you
flavor.
season it, how you
learning
do it.
curves,
You know what I
right?
mean?
Very much so, to make this happen on a daily basis.
Yeah, for sure.
You can taste it in our food, of course. You know, that warmth, that tender love and care that goes into even the onions that we chop, if you will. It's a family-oriented place that we want to get to the next level.
Yeah,
And we want to serve to more people and have people understand that sometimes you get these bad reviews of, oh, this, that, or this. But if you had only one idea or just been here for at least 2 hours and see all the effort that goes into that. But every single location has had its challenges, I'll also say, because, you know, at Market Street, when we first started, of course, and we moved across the street, I had from my front door neighbors, which were, you know, not very happy that we were still around,
Right.
because we were not with them anymore. But yet, the lungs were still there. People were still coming to buy our food.
You weren't getting a cut no more. That was
Yeah,
your
so we
problem.
had, you know, the police department come around. We had the fire department. We had code enforcement. We had the city. We had the health department. All these people would come around and say, "Well, I need to look for your info. I need to check up on your information. All right, here it is. Here are my food. Here are my license. I'm fully licensed, bonded, insured. Here are my resellers number. Everything. Oh, but let me tell you exactly what's really going on. Let me tell you the story behind. Oh, okay. Mr. Munoz, I'm so sorry to bug you. Let me just take your phone number here, name and number. We'll be on our way. You have a good. We wish you the best. We won't bother you anymore. Over there at the beach, we used to have a charcoal, a solid fuel broiler out there, a barbecue.
And they complained about it.
And they complained about it. Laundromat, some customers at the laundromat complained, giving us bad reviews. So every single step, if you're an entrepreneur, if you want to get into an entrepreneur, wherever you set your foot to make something happen, you better be ready for some setback.
Backlash.
Somebody's going to come against you, and you better have, pardon me the word, right, but the nuts to
Deal with it.
to forstand it. You know, to
Exactly.
stay around and not go back into like a little hole and cry like a little girl and
Back
say,
in the shell,
"Oh,
whatever it is,
why? This is not personal. This is business.
Yeah.
You know, entrepreneurial is business. So it's cutthroat. It's war." And you just have to deal with it. Your morals have to be high. Your emotions, you can't let them get the best of you. You just got to keep on going.
9 times out of 10, you do stand up for yourself. The person that's trying to go against you will probably be like, you know what? I guess I got to work with this guy instead of going against him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they see the
And it turns into a domino effect.
it really does.
Yeah, because one thing happens, then another, then another, then another. And like, whoa, what did I do to deserve all this? You know, like,
I can see that.
There was a barbecue joint in Golden Hills. I won't say the name, but y'all know the barbecue place. And people complain about the smell. Dude was bringing in a lot of money. Ended up moving to Sport Tree, and now the dude has like 4 big restaurants all over the county. And he moved from that little spot he had where he was
Set up,
gold mine
yeah.
because people didn't want the smell.
Yeah.
He had to put all these kind of filters on the roof and stuff. He said, "F it," and he moved.
I'll be
Now
gone.
it's like the king of
He
barbecue.
blew up,
Yeah.
big time. And it's all been, a lot of time and effort and investment and reinvestment and reinvestment and reinvestment. Because to be honest with you, it hasn't been one of these nice, really smooth little trips. Like, oh, we're raking up all this money and we're just enjoying the lifestyle. Oh man, I drive an old truck, but I'd rather drive that old truck and reinvest my coin and make something of it for tomorrow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't need to show anything to show anybody anything.
Right.
This is it.
Right.
This is me. I'd rather enjoy an older truck and enjoy our food and have some peace of mind, if you will, at this point in time. I think later on, life will share some of its goodness and a little bit more of a more tasteful lifestyle, if you will.
Exactly.
But
I think just owning your business, is, you know what I'm saying, lets people know your level without you having to say anything else. You know what I mean?
The fruit of your labor.
You know, right? Right?
Well, I
You know
think
what
too,
mean?
it's a stepping stone, man. Anything that you do in life is a stepping stone to get you to the next level.
Yeah.
And you know, if you prove that you can handle yourself, and I think I've told you this before, God's not going to put anything in your lap you can't handle.
Yeah.
You know, and if you can prove that you can handle, you're going to just keep graduating to the next level.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's just the way it goes in anything you do.
Would you want to have it more organically grown instead of just putting it out there for everybody to enjoy?
thanks for asking that question. But I enjoy or love my lifestyle so much.
That's what I'm saying, you know? If you're
Right?
humbled by what
Coming
you
in and just saying hi to everybody and our team, our family team here, and just walking out of the house and coming back at home, doing the purchases and the buying and the selling and
being hands-on, man. That's
Yeah,
what you
right
like.
there.
That's the passion.
that's it right
Hands-on,
there.
yeah.
You know, there's not really an amount of money that I can set to a different lifestyle. What am I going to do? Go sit at my house and count money?
Right?
Yeah,
Give me a
right.
break. No.
No.
Also, that's where the what is it, quality control, the best ingredients. When you're hands-on, that's when the good
Because
food comes
that's
out.
what he
Because when you
wants.
start
Yeah.
delegating to everybody, it kind of it waters it down.
Exactly. It's all in your hands. It's like everything's from the truck to the delivers it
Yeah.
to the plate.
So to this day, if you will, it's my wife and I that are the main cooks.
That's great.
Yeah, I cook all the birria, tripa, cabeza.
Nice.
My wife on the salsas and the different types of secret sauces that we have as well. Every now and then we try different dishes and stuff like that from somebody that would want to help and stuff like that. I mean, we're not closed about it, but if you had our food year one and you had our food year 2 or year 4 and you just kind of not are here, you're gonna pop the food in your mouth and you say, oh, it tastes the same. Well, it's the same hands that's been cooking it all this time.
Yeah.
So that's the consistency.
That's what I'm saying. There has to be a consistency.
But that works because that's what people look for. I mean, remember we went to San Diego, even visitors or people that live around here that have
That's
families
what
from
they're
out of town,
gonna
they come in. Remember we had that spread? They come back here like you said, 2-3 years later, it'll be the same thing.
It's the exact same thing. The same seasoning, the same sauces, the same hands that cook it. And I mean, I can teach you how to do a recipe, or you can teach me how to do a recipe, and I'll never get it as good as you get it.
You can have everything down to a T, right?
Exactly. It's the same because the flavor's in the hand. But one of the things that I really enjoy is dropping off my kids off at school. That when I was, when I used to work for somebody, I wasn't able to do that. So it's always beautiful to take your kids to school in the morning, say a prayer before they get off, and
Start your day off the right way.
just the right way for yourself and for your children.
For your kids.
Exactly. And they'll remember that.
Yeah,
It's a long way.
those are the treasures in life. Yeah, we can grow to 100 locations.
Right?
But if there's no fullness of life within your heart, mind, spirit, body, and soul, what's it all for?
It's setting you up for that moment years to come.
That's exactly what it's worth, man.
It
Thank
is.
you.
Any time that you guys give us, and we really appreciate it. I'm saying for people tuning in and giving them a good, clear vision, man, of how this stuff goes. Because it's foggy for some people. They get that social media vision like everything's good, not knowing the hard work that goes behind.
Oh, there's a lot of there's so much
years
stuff.
of not making the money back that you spend and stuff, but. It's that hard work to say I ain't quitting, man.
People go to school. People go to school for Stanford, Harvard, School of Business, Waldorf School of Business, or all these great schools of business, and they spend $100, $200, $300, $400, $500,000 at school. Well, we've probably spent at least that much money in failing. Failing, getting yourself up. Like you lost $100,000 in this business, and you're gone. It's gone. You can't get it back. Or $50,000 here, but then you make some little bit of coin over there. But education, it's going to cost you. And people think that when you start a business, it's going to be fine and dandy and rosy, and you're just going to be counting money all day long, and it's beautiful. Oh, where am I going to spend? It's nothing like that, man. It's nothing like that. This is not no Alice in Wonderland type of thing.
It takes a while to get it back.
This is.
But it doesn't come back as fast as.
Oh no, not at all. Not at all. We have a few stores, thankfully, but we haven't been able to make the money back. I'm not whining because of it. I know we very well knew what was going to take in order for it to come back. We opened 2 stores this past year, and we're planning on opening our our Federal location, which is 4711 Federal at the corner of 47th and Federal, down in right across from the Crest. That is our queen of taquerias right there, man. Open kitchen concept. Beautiful place. You can see the adobada, you can see the tortilla right in front of you. We're gonna have a solid fuel charbroil, which is basic technically means un asador de carbón adentro de la tienda.
There it is.
Right inside, exactly right there. 8 foot from the main entrance, you'll have a glass barrier separating you from a place that's cooking up just like, you know, this beautiful smell. Barbecue ribs, carne asada, steak, in tacos and orders. So we haven't finished with our full-on vision for Chula Tacos, right? I think we've just scratched the surface of where we really want to take it.
That's right.
We're just praying and hoping that everything turns out the way we want it, and with the loyalty and support of our customers and our family.
You said that was by the across from the Crest building?
Yeah, the brand new Crest distributors.
That's the old Coca-Cola building.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, right there by 10 News.
By 10 News, exactly. Okay.
Right across. That's where our new location is at. It's going to be a great location, man. It's going to be a great location. So, yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, right on, man. You know, I mean, we appreciate your time as well. You know what I mean? And not only that, we're how shall I say, fans of the food. So the times we've been here, man, I mean,
Fans of the food.
like I said,
We're taco connoisseurs.
as soon as I taste that first bite, man, it's genuine. Like, this is good. You know, mouth water.
Yeah, that's why
And that's genuine, man.
We came last
No
time. I got
biasness.
tacos. Like I said, I thought tacos were good. I had a asada and I had a tripa, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, the tripa was crispy and
Tasty.
tasty.
That's
It's hard to get tripa here in San Diego,
Yes, it
good
is.
tripa,
See?
right? You're not in Tijuana, it's different. But in San Diego,
Sometimes it's really greasy, sometimes it's
No,
really soggy.
no,
You want that crispy, you know, just
tripa sabrosa,
Yes.
tripa que esté en su punto,
Sí.
right? We import all of our tripa from Mexico. So,
I gotta bring my dad for that.
yeah, he'll love it. He'll love it. There's people that'll just come buy tripa.
Yeah.
4, 8, 12, 15 tacos de tripa.
And he can't find them. So he's like, man, I can't find Tavon nowhere. You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no.
You know, at least the way he likes it.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, you know, variation.
And the salsa as well, bro. And the salsa to go with it, because you can have the best, you can have decent food, but if the salsa is delicious, and the taqueria, that's the key right there. Las buenas salsas.
Right.
So we have
So you guys have you guys have a green chili and a red chili?
we have 5 different salsas here. Yes. Tenemos la que le llamamos la fresca, la prieta, la naranjada, la verde, la macha. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'm about to try all of those.
Oh yeah.
Man, they're all of them really
Very
good.
tasty homemade salsas made by the other boss. The mama boss.
See, that's what I'm saying. I usually don't hear about 5 different salsas that you say when it comes to.
Usually it's green or red. What do you want? Green or red?
Exactly.
It's because every single salsa accentuates the flavors of the meat.
That's what I was gonna say. It goes with the the places you in the dishes.
We have some mean fish tacos too, man. Grilled fish. We don't do any of the battered, fried fish. We only do grilled shrimp, fish, spicy shrimp. Buena comida, buena comida. If I just may say so real quick, I want to thank Anthony here. About not too long ago, October the 12th, actually, my business partner walked out, and I was at the Guadalajara airport.
Right.
Really, really tough situation, personally, morally.
Right.
I really hadn't shared anything with the wife. I didn't want to pretty much worry her or anything of the sort. Sometimes as a man, you have to just kind of suck things up and say. So I called my friend over here, Anthony. I said, this and this and this is what's up, dude. And with even a broken voice, I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I have no seed money.
Right.
I have this little this little mini empire, or little multi-location company, and he goes, you know what, man, I can't promise you that I'm going to come drop in money, but I can promise you that I can drop in my heart, my mind, my family to the challenge. So as soon as you arrive on site, you let me know.
That's great.
And I called him up. I said, dude, I've arrived, and he was here the very next day.
That's great.
Him and his wife Gigi, they've been so supportive of us.
Right.
in hard times. It's been a rough roller coaster because when you have quite a exactly these are brand new businesses. They start turning a profit after 12 months, 18 months, sometimes 2 years. And thankfully, we're not that behind, right? But we're not up ahead. So our food is great, and our team is great. And one of the key components that I can share that our people here, Anthony, his wife, his family, and the people that we have in the front, back, drive-through service, my family. I just want to say a big, huge thank you to all of them today.
But we all go through stuff, but it's just you're owning your own business, man. There's no clock out.
There's no clock out. Right. You can't turn your phone off.
People don't realize that. 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning, you're getting
calling sick.
It's a balance of great people, behind you, believing in you, and sticking through. Square one to whatever you got to grow through. And I appreciate, like I said, you telling us your story, and Tony being here, part of it too.
Absolutely.
I know since I met him from day one as well, he's been a solid person,
very solid.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
And that's what you got to build with people that know that team players.
Definitely.
We're not trying to hold a crown here, but we're just trying to build together and hold each other down the way we should. I know that's what it's all about.
It's absolutely.
Absolutely. You wake up and that's the thing about me too, man. You can't do anything about God. Got to make sure that He's a part of everything.
He's the one that makes the world go round, not no money.
So some people are really religious, some people are spiritual. But as long as you find that within yourselves to know that every step of the way that you have to have Him, then that's what it's about.
That's right.
And that lets other people know it too. It's not about the money. It's about the authenticity that you have around you. That's
definitely
right.
Definitely, yes, sir.
And that's
You're absolutely.
And that's what I was thinking. I asked you about the franchise. Like, would you rather have that, or would you just rather be, personal with your, with the people that come in, like you said. You don't want to have my hands on this. I want to have my say. You don't want to be somewhere in $1 million, mansion, just not interacting with what you built. Because that's when you feel like, well, I'm not a part of anything anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. So, that's very fulfilling, actually.
Right.
Yeah. Even when it was just a little small truck. Even then, I don't think I pray to God that I never change, that we're just the same type of people. Even if it goes to 10, 20, whatever locations the amount of it is, but just having that authenticity of greeting a customer. Hey, buenos dias, welcome in, ¿cómo está? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo le va? And hey, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. You start creating these bonds with your customers. Just like my customer here.
Right.
I still have him as in my phone as Anthony Customer Tacos. But he's one of my truest and closest friends that I can say today, man.
That's great, man.
You gotta change it to no salsa.
No salsa.
Puro salsa. Tony puro salsa. Tony taco.
Tony Tacos.
I want to add to that a little bit too, man. Because a lot of people don't understand friendship is very hard to find.
Yeah.
And I just want everybody to know, don't ever trade that in for something as common as $1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
And Rigo's a very good friend of mine. We grew. You guys are all very good friends of mine. We've all grown. We've all remained humble.
Oh yeah.
I want to say, like, I can see where we're going with this whole situation. I have a vision. You guys all have visions. But us together, with all of our minds together, we're going to grow to something ginormous. You know what I mean? And with that being said, we're going to be able to help the next guy and the next guy.
And that's what it's all about, man.
And that's what it is about. And because if we don't do that, we're never going to accomplish anything.
No, we ain't.
And at the end of the day, bro, we're not taking any of this with us.
No.
But we sure are enjoying every moment we have left.
That's right. That's what exactly.
And then on the flip side, if you will, sometimes you have to be a little self-confident as well.
Oh, yeah.
You have to be trustful of what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes that comes across as arrogance to other people. That's like, oh, this guy thinks he's all that. No, I just believe in my product. I'm just saying right now, my food is good, right? Because I do believe my food is good, right?
My taco's better than your taco.
But that's what I'm saying. You got to have some confidence in what you're building.
Exactly.
So you got to know, hey.
You have to believe in yourself before you have before anybody can.
Because you can't have somebody else looking at you questioning you like you're questioning yourself.
Yeah.
So
just can't have it.
Exactly. No,
So,
I totally understand, man.
With that being said, what's next for Chula Tacos is what I want to know.
Oh,
Where are we going with this? Are we gonna just?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where is it going? I see we're doing all kinds of cool stuff in the front over here.
Yes, sir.
I see we're doing all kinds of construction on Federal. I see the music pumping over there on the beach. I'm just like, where are we going?
It's growth.
We just want to serve the very best taco in San Diego County, man.
That's great.
Nice.
We want to serve it with a lot of love,
Right.
with a lot of warmness, if you will, warmness, if I can say that, and have people come in and feel right at home, and that they can approach us as we've been homies like forever.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? They can sit down and bring their families. We're accompanied by this tall guy over here on my left right now. His name is Humberto. He's been coming here since I opened the spot every week, at least twice a week.
Oh, that's great.
Awesome.
Comes, gets the tripa tacos, delicious tripa. What's next is we're going to start serving some homemade burritos here. Bistec ranchero, chicharrón, pollo frito, carne de puerco en salsa roja, burritos pequeños, like the home style warm tortilla. We're going to start doing the carnitas here. We're going to start doing some spare rib orders outside on the grill. So we still have some more good plans. Like I said, we haven't finished evolving the company and the brand, but we can't get all crazy either.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
We gotta take it slow. Take one step for 'em at a time, and take another step for 'em at a time, and keep on going.
Yeah, definitely.
And
With any venture, it takes money to make money.
yeah.
That's for damn sure.
And then you're passionate about what you put out. I mean, you're just not saying, "Oh, let's put this ingredients together and let's slap it out." You're like, "No, let's try this again." And like you said, learning curves, right?
Exactly. Well, and more than anything, every single one of us, high standards, very high standards. Like, mándame esto para atrás. Esto no me gustó. Why did you serve it like this? This doesn't go like this. Salsa is the wrong salsa. You gotta put it.
Right. Exactly.
And you're constantly in training. You're bringing new people, and because you're growing, and it's a labor of love kind of thing. Constantly policing everything, supervising everything, making sure that the quality is there. A ver, esta carne asada, ¿por qué está tan dura? Esta carne, ¿por qué no tiene el sabor? ¿Qué pasó aquí? ¿Qué pasó allá?
But you have to have it out there. Yeah. That's your standard.
That's the standard.
Your standard.
And you know your flavor, right?
Yeah. Your palate, your palate.
Oh man, this is not me. Wait a minute, this is not me.
You're like, no.
Right?
Exactly.
So
for sure, man. You know what I mean? So you guys say anything that you want to bring to the table, man? You guys want to ask?
So you're done with the auto bodies and stuff like that. This is your full-time gig now.
We're forming an Aguas Frescas company.
Oh, nice.
We have Aguas Frescas. We want to take that mainstream. Horchata, Jamaica, cebada, tamarindo, fresa, to a whole nother level altogether.
What was the one you had last time? Remember?
Cebada?
Yeah.
Cebada is really good. Yeah, thank you.
Barley one, right?
Yeah, barley. Yeah.
So good.
Ahorita tenemos horchata, tamarindo y Jamaica.
I kept seeing him come back. I'm like, no. He's like, so they're like refill. They're like,
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's the
That's
same
what we're
thing.
having the car show?
I've had that down in Jalisco.
Yeah.
But I never had it down here anywhere.
Yeah.
Like anywhere.
We have people from Sonora. It's very common in Sonora and Sinaloa. And we have people from Sonora that just come in and just they buy it and they freeze it.
Oh, wow.
They take it home and they freeze it. So that way they'll have some in their freezer and they want to drink them, they'll defrost it. So
I can't wait for that.
yeah.
You have to send them some home in the freezer. A little six-pack for the road.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
So much success. I've been watching it firsthand, Rigo, and congratulations, man.
Yeah, man.
Muchas gracias.
Good job, man. Good job.
Very, very humble story, man. We appreciate your time, you know what I mean, and everything. I know you got a full list of schedule stuff, taking the time to, get us a good of your story and explain it to everybody else who's going to be watching and get inspired by it. Just can't quit.
You cannot quit. As hard as it gets sometimes, because it does get hard. It does get very difficult. But only in the difficult is where you grow. You don't grow in the success. You don't grow when you're at the top. You grow in the valley when it's dry, when it's hot, when it's hard, when you're sweating, when you're crawling on the ground, and you want to cry, and you want to kick the bucket, and you want to be done throwing the towel. That's when you grow. That's when the real person comes out of you.
Stay hungry.
I just want to say thank you very much for taking the time to come out here and this is the very first podcast for myself, and I'm very appreciative of it. Okay.
Thank you.